Welcome to A Mess in the Kitchen, the podcast all about demystifying home cooking. I'm Molly Mogren-Cat, a food and travel writer who loves to cook, but is only so at it. My co-host, Dusti Kugler, is a former food stylist, caterer, and food fanatic that always makes cooking look effortless and somehow manages to clean up after herself in the process. We talk recipes, cooking, tips and techniques, our favorite kitchen gear, mishaps, and successes. We believe eating good food at home doesn't have to be so complicated, and if you screw up, who cares? That's why God invented frozen pizza. Here's the show. Hey, Dusti.
Hi, Molly.
You know what time it is?
No.
It's time for A Mess in the Kitchen.
Woo!
Dun, 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 dun.
Kind of like The Price is Right.
Kind of. Come on down, Dusti Kugler. Today we're talking candy. So, Yum is correct. So when you were a kid, what was your favorite Halloween candy?
The mini everything. I love that everything was small.
Like mini, like the ones
Mini
that are
Snickers.
like
fun size.
Fun size. Not okay. What do you think about the fun size? Like the ones that are like 2 inches versus the ones that are like
Oh, you mean like the
3/4
Hershey nugget?
of an inch?
Like the little nugget thing, or like Almond Joy is the perfect size.
Okay,
Or
so
Kit
the ones
Kat
that
is
are
2
how about
instead
this?
of 6.
Yes, because I don't like the ones that are square. I like the rectangle. Does this make sense?
What
The
do you
ones
mean?
that are like
Yeah,
I'm going to
those
show you
are-
with my hands.
Right. Those are fat. Those
Yeah.
are the Hershey's. I know what you're talking about.
You know, you get the little tiny square of Milky Way or whatever.
Yeah, no, I don't like those. It has to be more than one bite.
Yes.
Yeah. I like the idea of little candy, but I would say my favorite thing to get in, like when I was trick-or-treating, were Zots. Not that I like to eat them, but I liked what they did.
Oh, yeah. Those are the ones that like explode with the fizzies.
Yeah. And Fun Dip.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing about Fun Dip. I never quite understood if you were supposed to eat the dipper.
That was my favorite part,
Wait.
unlike everyone else on earth.
Wait.
I liked the dipper. I liked sticking the dipper into the colored.
Well, yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, the 3 packets.
3-pack, yeah.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
one. Like it
Like
was like blue,
purple.
green, and red. Yeah.
Yes.
But and you got 2 dipper stickers
Yeah.
things. So what was it made of? It was like the best
Pixie
flavored.
sticks?
I think it was like vanilla. No, the dipper.
Oh, I don't know what the dipper
it was. Like
but-
vanilla something. Like a hard sweetheart.
Yes.
Right?
But yes, but I was always like, am I supposed to eat this?
Oh,
Like, will someone just tell me the answer?
I usually ate those after like 3 times sticking it in there. And then I finished the rest with my
your
finger. And then I would eat the sticks. And I'd leave some powder. I liked the sticks more.
Oh yeah, I definitely like the powder, even though it like kind of made your tongue like burn.
Yeah.
What is that?
When you said we're going to talk about candy, I was like, okay, I'm going to Google this. Why does candy taste different now than when I was a kid? Like, do they put different shit in it? Is it like different sweeteners?
Wait, like which ones do you think taste different?
Everything.
Oh.
I just think it tastes, you know, when you go to Europe and like things taste different,
Yes.
I think they probably don't use as much crap as we do.
Oh no, I don't think so either. But then also, do you wonder if it's just your mouth that's changed?
That's what the Googler said.
Oh.
That my taste buds have matured and they don't replicate as much when you get older. So you don't have the same flavors.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
But do you remember the whole like marathon bar, $10,000 bar?
Yeah.
Then it was $100,000 bar. Like what? Why?
Is that the same thing?
No, but they have different names and it was bothering me.
But wait,
What's on my
wait,
list?
what? They are all different, but do they all exist?
Wait, so marathon bar was the one that looked like a braided belt, right?
I don't know that one.
I think it was. We have to put a lot of pictures in the notes here.
Okay. Wait,
There's
hold on
gonna
a
be
second.
A lot of things that
Producer
you guys.
Beth, have you heard of a marathon bar?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
You guys
no.
are a lot younger than
I
me.
think.
And it was long and red. Do you know what a Charleston chew looked like?
Yes.
The long, it was
Yeah.
like a long, like a ruler.
Yeah.
So a marathon bar looked exactly the same on the outside, but it was red and it said marathon the whole way across.
Mm-hmm.
And then just imagine this. So it had
like
little
a braid.
holes in it.
Oh.
And it was just caramel. It was like a Brady Milk Dud. It was
With chocolate on it?
the same chocolate as Milk Duds. You know how that chocolate's a little different?
Yeah, it's kind of peely.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
the caramel was hard.
Yes.
just like a Milk Dud. And it was like this.
Oh, yeah. You're pulling it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. with your teeth.
Marathon bar.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, those were gone. I don't get it.
I don't know.
I think a lot of things on my list you're not going to know of because
What? You think?
I do. Like,
All right,
I think.
Let's find out.
All right. How about you? You didn't say what your
What my
favorite
favorite?
Halloween candy is.
So I really liked like the Holy Grail. First of all, whatever house was giving out the king size candy bar,
Full size.
which was my grandma always. She always did the salted nut rolls, which is so not a kid's candy.
No, that's grandma candy.
Right. But then she also did like M&Ms, peanut M&Ms. She did Snickers, Kit Kats, giant bubble gum.
Oh, I loved bubble
Yeah,
gum.
tons of candy. So I feel like parents would get just give the parents the salted nut rolls.
Yeah.
But I really was so excited every time I got Nerds.
Oh, ugh.
I know. I'm not saying I'm proud of it.
No, I think most people like those. I don't
know
like
why are they
those.
so like, what
hurt your
are they?
teeth. I
Yeah, I
know
don't
they're
get
like
it.
sugar balls that like break your teeth.
I don't know. I
My
like
kids
that.
like those.
And then anything with like crunchies in it that was chocolate. So like a Crunch bar, a Kit Kat bar, a Twix.
Yeah, I like the crunchies.
And
I'm with you.
then how about, remember getting Slow Pokes?
Yeah, sugar daddies, sugar babies, and slow pokes. I love them.
Oh,
So
really?
imagine.
So, no, I was like, nope.
Yes. Remember a slow poke is basically a marathon bar.
But on a
Unbraided. Yes. I love those. Those things are awesome. You know what I used to do? Put it at the roof of my mouth and then just suck on it until it's stuck there. And then
like this is my new retainer.
Yeah, then I'd take out the stick and then I'd have to peel that off the top.
Yep.
I have a method to everything
on your
everything
list.
on my list.
I feel like I know the answer to this, but are you a chocolate candy person or more of like a sour fruit kind of whatever?
Less sour now. When I was a kid, I liked like sour balls. Remember those colored like green, orange?
The ones that were covered in like sandpaper?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, the ones, did you guys ever have like a Hallmark store? Not a star.
I mean, yeah.
Hallmark store who had candy in the not in the cabinet, but the glass thing, like a pastry thing.
Yeah, but
and you could get it by the pound.
No, this was, I mean, I didn't really.
It was my favorite. I would beg to go there all the time and get, the lady had the little scoop, kind of like and she'd weigh it on the thing, kind of like you do at the deli. And I always wanted the sour balls because they had, and I would be like, oh, put the red back. I always wanted the green and the purple because the purple was super grapey. Like, so they're like jelly-y, but not soft. So like hard on the inside and then a hard like on the outside. But they're not hard, they're soft, if that makes any sense.
No.
You've never had, what about a cherry sour? They're like not gummy. They're like hard, like they have a shell.
Are they like a bubble gum? Like
no, not that hard.
Okay.
Not that hard. God, I wish I had some.
Well,
Shoot.
Let's go I'll take you to the candy shop.
Shit. You're funny. Anyway, let's just move on. We'll put some pictures of that up too. They're so good though, but they're like rainbowed. Everybody liked the red ones except for me.
Yeah.
I wanted the green and the purple, but they also had yellow and orange. And the orange was super orange and the yellow was like lemon furniture polish yellow. It was like so lemony. I can't believe you guys don't know what I'm talking about. They're so good.
Well, I'm just thinking of like the warheads kind of thing.
Yeah, I was like probably 20 when those came out. I didn't get any of those. Like I had
or atomic fireballs.
Yeah, I guess we had those.
Scare me.
What did you guys have? Like bottle caps?
Yeah,
like those are like were
those
always
were
in Halloween candy.
Yeah, those were ones where I'd be like, next.
Oh,
like,
I see. I like those.
I'll trade those.
So I guess I didn't answer your question.
What?
I like both.
Yeah,
but I only like certain. I don't like milk chocolate very much, except for Milk Duds and frozen Snickers, and an M&M or two.
Yeah. I'm kind of on the same.
But I never liked dark chocolate when I was a kid. Those special darks always went in the corner.
It's like, give those to grandma.
Yeah, give those to my mom. She'll eat all of them. I do not want those.
Give those the Mounds and Almond Joys also went away, but now I like those as an adult.
Almond Joy was always my favorite. None of my friends ever wanted them, so I got
you're
them
like,
all.
Thank you.
But I never understood why they didn't make Mounds with almonds, because Almond Joy is milk chocolate and Mounds is dark chocolate.
Oh,
So why
I didn't
wouldn't
know
they
the
do?
diff.
Why wouldn't they do Mounds with almonds?
Yeah, why wouldn't they just be the same?
Come on,
except
Mars people. Is that a Mars bar?
I don't know.
I think so. I think
Sometimes
they come.
you feel like a nut. Wasn't that their jingle?
Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. I remember that. How do you remember that?
I don't know.
That was old.
I know,
Huh.
but
You must have been glued to the TV at 2.
oh my God. Yes, this was my third parent. Easily.
Oh, funny.
Oh, okay, where did you buy candy as a kid?
Well, besides the Hallmark store, did you guys ever have the Swiss Colony in the mall?
No.
Well, there's something here. It's called like where you can buy cheese and meat. Hillshire Farms or something.
Yeah.
Didn't they have booze candy and like a big wagon wheel?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
I used to beg for that too. Never got it.
Booze candy.
I stole a piece once. My mom made me go back and tell them I didn't.
A piece of booze candy?
Yeah, because I wanted it. It was daiquiri, and I wanted it. She would
Ooh.
never let me have it. So
How
when
old
no
were
one
you?
was looking, like 4, no one was looking, I took it and I was eating it. And she looked
like,
down at
"What
me.
are
She's
you-"
like, "What are you eating?" I'm like, "Nothing." She made me go back. It was so humiliating. But I didn't steal anything ever again. So,
Yeah.
but we also had a pharmacy up the street from my house, and we would ride our bikes up there. And the
Yes.
lady was not nice at all, but I loved spending every penny. I would save all my coins and go up and buy stuff.
See, we used to go to Mr. Bulky
Mm.
at the mall, the Maplewood Mall.
Okay, I've been to that mall.
Yep. So it'd be like just tons of like bulk candy.
Oh, bulk candy. I didn't get one of those
So, like,
until I was
scoops.
like in my 20s.
Like scoopers of
Yeah.
stuff. But the thing that I would go there for, which I can still imagine or feel how my tongue felt after eating this, was a giant jawbreaker.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember those that you would
Oh,
just
yeah.
hold and like lick them forever? You'd be like just walking around a mall like
Yep.
as a 12-year-old licking something. It's like so gross. And then they would kind of cut your tongue.
Yeah, and then break your tooth off. You're like, huh?
Yeah.
And he wanted to get into the middle so
Because
bad.
it looks so pretty.
Yeah, but yeah, it was. It was like lots of rainbow
And then
colors.
what was in the middle?
I think it was sort of sweet tarty.
Yeah.
Remember, it was a little softer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
it was a little
just took
softer.
forever to get in there.
I know. I can't.
But they were so. I was like, this is real. It was like
I
that
liked
all year
those.
long, and then around Christmas, you get the giant candy canes.
Oh,
that
I
look
love that.
like,
My mom still gives those to my kids.
oh my god.
They're 21 and 19. They still get those for Christmas. The big stick. It's like so bad.
I know.
Oh my God. It's crazy. I was just going to say that I have to figure out how to explain the sour balls to you guys because it's driving me crazy.
Oh, we could Google it.
I think if you saw them, you would know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
probably.
Like
were
cherry
they,
sours. Did you ever see cherry
but
sours?
How
They're
big
like
were
little.
they? Were they like lemon heads?
No,
Kind of,
a little bigger.
Okay.
A little bigger. They're like,
And they were hard. I think I
They're not
know what
hard.
you're talking about.
they're not hard.
No,
it's
I-
just a candy shell on the
Yeah.
outside, but not like an M&M candy shell, like a soft one.
I think I know what you
Like
mean.
Jelly, but not. Because you know how I don't like those jelly pectin weird things.
Yeah.
The super soft stuff. Blech.
Remind me of like the worst candies in parades.
Um,
They
yeah,
it's like
Smarties,
Rolls,
Tootsie
where
Rolls.
you-
Cheap,
Yeah.
cheap. Did you guys ever eat bats and BBs and kits? I
Oh,
love
or
those.
what about sixlets?
Oh, sixlets. How about the buttons on the paper?
Okay, that was actually on my list for a candy I kind of don't understand. Because it's like when you're eating it, it's like mostly candy and then paper.
Yeah.
Like you for sure are eating lots of paper, like confetti along with your...
You think?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the point? Is that you had to put it right underneath your bottom tooth so you could pick it off without
Yeah.
getting any paper? That was the game I
I
played.
felt like you always got some paper.
But I wasn't ever really a fan of those because they really hurt my teeth. Same
Yeah.
with Necco wafers. I was always like,
that is also on my list of candy I don't understand.
well, it's gone now.
I know. Thank God.
I never understood the ones that taste like Pepto-Bismol. Why would you want a big pink lozenge?
Oh,
that
you mean of the
tasted like-
Necco wafers?
No, there was just, they're called, what are they pink. I'm going to have to find this picture too. Anyway, should I look it up right now? 'Cause I did bring my computer.
Maybe we could take a quick break while you look it up. BRB. And we're back, and Dusty still doesn't know what she's looking for.
I am.
I still haven't found. This is a episode that's just song lyrics.
That's right. We're just going to sing.
By the way, okay, how about least favorite candy since you're looking for the disgusting Pepto?
That one. Mm-hmm. Don't like the Pepto one. Anything wintergreen. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything pectin-y. You know what I'm talking about? Like the extra soft jelly bean inside.
Oh.
I'm just more about the consistency of things. Gross me out more than the flavor. There's not a lot of flavors except for my all-time least favorite flavor on earth.
Black licorice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Good and plenty's can suck it.
Oh.
Black
jelly beans, my youngest daughter will just eat all of them out of the
My mom's like that. Yep.
I just don't get it at all.
I don't
Same
get
with
it either.
In college when everyone was doing those nasty shots.
Yeah, what's the one that's
Ouzo?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty more.
I don't know. But I like anise cookies. I like that kind of thing. But
anise, I think, tastes different though.
I don't know what
don't
the
you
hell
think?
that is.
I think anise tastes different than black licorice. I don't know.
Also, okay. Do Whoppers give you the willies?
Yes, I don't like picking things out of my teeth of that consistency. I'm fine with picking out caramel and toffee.
Yeah, I get that.
But I do not like that weird. It's like chalk. It's like Necco wafers.
I just am getting
I don't
the
like
willies
it.
just thinking about it.
I know. What do the willies feel like?
Like goosebumps.
Oh, I think my willies are like almost throwing up.
Oh,
Goosebump is scary.
Oh, no, I get a texture kind of willies and it's goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like,
yeah,
that works. Or like your butt clenches really hard. Yeah.
Well, I know.
Okay.
That's
a thing.
That's a thing for you.
It is. Anyway.
But I get what you mean. What's your favorite candy of all time?
This is the list I have.
Okay, that's fine. I've got a couple.
They all have a story or like something that it means to me. Like, do you know what I mean? Here they are. Here they are. Here they are. Here they are.
Yes, yes, I know exactly. They come
not
in
the hard ones.
They come in a little box.
Well, do they? Maybe, but see what I mean?
Yes.
And they're like,
we'll put a picture of these.
They're
like tiny marbles.
Yeah, they're like harder on the outside, but they're not hard. It's like the stuff you could pick off. Of a jelly bean. It's like the outside of a jelly bean.
Yes.
Right?
But sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't like the red ones because they're not really sour and I don't like cherry. But I love those other ones.
That's why you got to eat those with a friend.
True. That's a lot of things.
I agree.
Twix. I don't really like the caramel, but I love that cookie. What is that cookie?
I don't know what that cookie is.
Oh, it is so good.
It is good.
But I don't like the caramel. It's way too thick.
Also, Starbursts are sort of similar where I don't
like those at all.
I can do like one or two, but any more than that, same with Skittles. They make my mouth, they coat my mouth with like, I don't know. It just makes me feel pukey.
I just Googled wintergreen old candy. I hope it comes up. So I already talked about the Fun Dip. You know how much I love Junior Mints.
Yeah.
I love them. But the bad thing about Junior Mints is if you're thirsty, you can't really eat those. Because then you drink water and it's like
too cold.
And you certainly can't have soda. Like if you're at a movie theater, I love popcorn and Junior Mints, but I don't like soda with the Junior Mint flavor. So that's why I tend to go Milk Duds and popcorn because that is a really good. I used to make treat popcorn for my kids at home watching movies. These nasty things.
Wait,
this is what I'm talking about.
Well, they kind of look like, first of all, wintergreen lozenges. That doesn't sound like candy to me.
Look, this sums it up. It says Blaine's Fleet Farm, and it's a big package. So typically, my favorite candies are those old candies that like circus peanuts. I love those.
You do?
Oh my God, I love them. I don't know what they are, but I love them.
You know what they are? They are the same marshmallows that are in Lucky Charms.
Oh, no wonder I love them.
Yeah.
I love Lucky
And
Charms.
they're weirdly banana flavored. Why are Circus Peanuts banana flavored?
They're not.
Yeah,
Do they
they
taste
are.
like? I don't think they taste like bananas. I think they taste like orange stuff. I'm not sure what. Just, you know what I mean? Like, I like that they stick to my teeth a little.
Yeah. They're
I didn't,
kinda a little too
and I love how
squeaky
they
for me.
look.
I do like how they look.
I mean, it's a big peanut. That's hilarious. It doesn't taste like a peanut.
Tastes like a banana.
Look at that. Wintergreen lozenges. They are so nasty. I mean, they are literally.
That looks like a drug, not a candy.
It's like medicine. And they're this big. This is not doing
That's like
it.
a quarter.
Yeah. They're so gross. But that's like grandma candy. So like my grandma would have Werther's.
I love Werther's.
My grandma would have these.
Yep.
She'd have those. Remember those little dessert mints that were like square?
Yes.
And there was like light pink and light green and white. You know what I'm talking about? They were all together and they definitely stuck in your teeth.
How about, you know what my grandma used to have was the, I guess they were sort of like mints, but they were pastel and shaped like Hershey Kisses.
Oh, yeah. And they had the little white
dot. Oh, I love those.
Those are good. Those
are
were
so
good to like put in your mouth and just let them melt.
Yes.
Yeah, those were
What
good.
are those called? I don't even remember, but
Aren't they called like non-perials or something?
I don't know.
They have like a weird name. They do. I'm going to Google it.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going here. I think that they're like wedding mints.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I think that is, but they're not the ones that are the Italian ones. What are,
I don't know.
you know what I'm talking about?
Did I just
I was
make that
thinking
up?
Jordan almonds, but
Oh, those are nasty.
yeah, no, thank you.
And I love almonds, but what I don't like, I don't know why this is. Those are the things that are just like the little rounds that are covered in these little dotty guys.
Mm-hmm.
But they taste different than what you're talking about. What you're talking about melt.
Mm-hmm.
And they're those light colors too.
Yeah, I love
It's like light yellow and light green and light pink, right?
Mhm.
Those are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should I go back to my extra long list? Because there's a lot. I'm going to go fast.
Go.
This is, now I don't like these always, only in certain situations. So my first memory of candy is my mom used to put the pounder bag, which they don't make anymore. Now it's like a Ziploc at the top,
Yeah.
whatever. But it was a like shiny brown M&M bag.
Uh-huh.
She put it in the freezer. And I loved walking by the freezer every time somebody wasn't looking and putting them in my hand, but they were frozen. So I'd always have colors all over my hand. So I always got busted for that. And then they started making small Reese's. I think I've already talked to you about this. They were in a square with a thing in the middle. I'm going to find it for you.
I don't know.
Anyway, it wasn't like mini candy. It was just a small version. I know that doesn't make sense, but this was like in 1973. So then there was nothing little. Everything was big at that time. And it went in the fridge and it was like a little container and it was wrapped in foil. And I loved them so much because they tasted so different than now. They were like peanut butter. You know how crunchy peanut butter is like?
Grittier?
Yes. And it was super gritty and I love them. They don't taste like that anymore, so I don't like them.
Okay, so that is Reese's peanut butter cups, but tiny, but
individually wrapped in gold foil, and the whole box was in foil. I'm going to find it while you're telling your list. And then those Kits and BBs, and I loved those. The banana and peanut butter and strawberry and chocolate little mini
I don't even know what that
Kits.
is.
Oh, God. I already pulled this one up because I knew you weren't going to know. Where is it? No. Bullseyes. I hate those.
I don't even know what that is.
There they are. These. Did you guys ever have those? And then the bats and BBs?
No.
You didn't? So that's what I would buy at the pharmacy because they were a penny. So we had penny candy. And I could get one of those for a penny. Oh, my God. And they had 4 tiny little, it was like before Laffy Taffy.
Yeah.
So they're a little harder. You know, I tend to go,
Oh, wait.
I like the stale candy.
Like you like a now and later? I feel like those are going to break your teeth.
No, because they're too soft once you get them like in your mouth. I want them to be like hard.
Yeah.
And that's what these are. So they're like, they actually, you could tell on the machine they made them on because sometimes there was like a string of it and it would like cut your tongue. I know that sounds really weird, but I loved them. So those, and I love those because they reminded me of being a kid. And then I remember when Big League Chew came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It was like, and Great Bubba Gum, Hubba Bubba was the best.
Did it lose its flavor in like 3 seconds?
No, but it does now.
Yes, it does. Like Bazooka Joe. That
Yeah.
stuff, I'd be like, oh, look, here's a really not funny cartoon, first
Double
of all.
bubble.
And
I know.
then
They're
you
never
chew
funny.
it. Yeah. And then you chew it for like 3 seconds, and you throw it in the garbage.
And then my last ones, I'm going to be done because you have to give your whole list, which is maybe 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon jelly beans, which they don't make anymore. Boston baked beans.
Oh.
French burnt peanuts. Oh my God, I love those things.
Is that candy?
Yes, French burnt peanuts.
I don't know what that is either. I know what Boston baked beans are. Those are like always the last ones left in the vending machine.
No, French burnt peanuts are the ones that look like they've got the little studs on them.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
They break your teeth too, but they're so good. There's a theme here. I like hard, stale, like
Grandma
old-fashioned candy. I do. I don't know why, except for the licorice ones that you can tie, not Twizzlers or Red Vines.
Oh,
The tie licorice.
The pull ones?
No, those are
Oh,
way
no,
too
licorice
soft.
rope.
Licorice rope.
Like you would get at like a baseball game.
But not the big ones. The little ones that I would also get at the Hallmark store. And then my sister and I would tie them into knots, and whoever had the biggest knot got to keep it, and then you'd eat it in front of the other one. I have a lot of candy memories.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I think that's about it. And then, of course, I love my Milk Duds and Junior Mints. So I think that's probably it.
My favorite candies, which you probably already know, are Sour Patch Kids
And
Bit of honey.
yes.
Yeah, that's my granny candy.
Yeah.
I just love it.
I don't like those because they hurt my tongue. Not Bit of Honey. I mean, Sour Patch Kids.
Oh no, they do hurt your tongue.
Yeah.
It's like if you have more than 5, it's Regret City.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those.
And then I also really like Twizzlers. That's my go-to, like road trip, cabin.
Yep, road trip.
Whatever.
For sure.
And then best Halloween candy of recent years is a Take 5.
Oh God, those
They're
are really
so
good with
They're
the
like,
pretzel.
Yeah, it's like chocolate, pretzel,
Peanut butter,
caramel.
Yeah,
Like, and probably a 5th thing because it's called Take 5. I don't know what the 5th thing is.
chocolate,
Chocolate, peanut butter, caramel,
pretzel,
salt,
peanuts.
I don't know.
I made that up.
I don't know
Those
either.
are really good.
And then another thing I've discovered recently, it's sort of like your popcorn Milk Dud thing. Now, just go with me in this. Cheez-Its and M&M's.
What kind of M&M?
Just plain.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. It's kind of like chocolate cake and beer.
Yes.
It's kind of a weird combo, but it's really good.
Oh, I like chocolate cake and Coke.
Oh, too sugary for me, I think.
I know, but it just works.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, I'm not a big M&M person.
Me neither.
Except for I do like the pretzel ones.
Me too. Why are they so good?
And
They're the best
almond
ones.
are pretty good.
Yeah,
but
the peanut ones I feel like are overrated.
Yeah, I've never been like, except for that frozen M&M experience from being a little kid. I would never pick that. That would be like the 15th thing on the thing. My mom would say you could pick out one thing. I would never pick out M&Ms.
Yeah.
And I love frozen Snickers, but I don't like them regular.
Yeah, Snickers is an overrated candy for me. I'm like, they almost taste like healthy.
Really?
Well, because of the peanuts.
Oh, I just like them frozen. I just love the layers. They
Yeah.
freeze perfectly.
Yeah, I just kind of think,
Yeah, I get it. That's kind of how I am with Milky Way. I know a lot of people like Three
mm-mm.
Musketeers. Remember that weird
No.
stuff? What is
Which is the
what's
one with
nougat?
foam? I don't know what
The
nougat
foam.
is.
That's it.
Is that the nougat? Is the foam?
No, yes, but the nougat is Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
It was really thin chocolate and then
Yeah,
like
it's
all
like-
this caramel.
Like, yeah, it's like a Casper mattress in there.
Yeah,
A
totally.
Mess in the Kitchen brought to you by Casper mattress
And candy.
and candy.
I don't think there's anything else I forgot to mention. I mentioned a lot. Oh, I remember one thing that I didn't understand.
Okay, what?
And I don't know if they had them when you guys were kids. The liquidy things, they were like waxy
Yes, you bite
bottles,
the top.
and
Yeah.
then there was liquid in it.
Why?
Ew,
And what?
What's the liquid?
I don't know.
It wasn't sugary, was it?
Yes.
I was afraid of those. I remember
Yeah.
one time it hit my tongue. I was like, No.
And then why are wax lips sold as candy? You can't eat that shit.
I think you can, but why would you?
Why would you eat wax lips if you can eat actual candy?
I don't know. That's a good one. I wouldn't. But I do remember
either.
getting them and being excited about them
You're
and
like,
then
yeah.
being like,
Wait,
wait, what?
what do I do with these?
How about Razzles?
Which ones are those?
They were candy gum. Do you remember that? They kind of looked like they had chicken pox. They're
Yeah,
like little bumpy things, little little things, and
Yeah.
then it turned into gum, but only for like a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I like the packaging. It was
Yeah.
kind of like bottle caps
Okay. Or Zats.
or Zots. Yeah, wasn't a fan. I just thought that was genius.
It is kind of genius.
Yeah, I mean, talk about getting a kid excited.
No
An
kidding.
exploding piece of candy.
Like
How much better does it get than
Pop
that?
Rocks?
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
something
one.
my kids are into.
Oh, gosh, they still make those?
Mm-hmm.
So what's new candy?
It's like, no preservatives.
Oh.
No, like real cane sugar. I
Ew,
don't.
that's
I
not
don't
candy.
know. I agree.
I do like dark chocolate now. Like
Me too.
Like really bittery yum
I always
with
have some
nuts
in my
and things.
Yeah, in my refrigerator that I'll have
Same.
like a little square of.
Yeah, Trader Joe's has the best
They do.
candy selection. Not the weird, like I'm trying to be conventional candy, but like the stuff that's above the freezer section.
Yes, it's so good. Like those
Those
almonds with the
with the cocoa dust and
Yeah.
the sugar and the salt. Oh, those are good.
If you're not a kid anymore, that's where you get your candy.
Yeah, and I guess if you're a parent, that's where you buy bad candy for your kids because they do have those weird pectin jelly beans.
Oh,
and,
like bad as in
like doesn't
disgusting.
taste or healthy. I mean, candy. I feel like it's like cookies or pie or ice cream, where it's just supposed to taste good. It's fine if it's got a bunch of calories and fat stuff in it. It's like it's not like you eat it all day every day.
You could.
I'm gonna get slammed, I'm sure, but I mean, you know,
By who?
I just mean, I think it's fine to have that.
Oh, yeah. Who cares?
Said the woman with a candy drawer.
Whatever. Life's short. Eat candy.
It's good. I don't know. I think they're good. I'm gonna get you a big bag of those.
What are the French burnt peanuts?
They're so satisfying.
Okay. I'm excited.
They are really satisfying. My mom passed those on to my kids too, so they love all the ugly, weird candy like I do.
Speaking of not ugly, weird candy, guess what we have? An audio question from a listener.
Oh, let's hear it.
If you want to submit a question, voicemail question, that's really what we want. It's 612-930-2899 or 612-930-BUZZ. It's the same number, just one is more fun to say. You can submit questions at amessinthekitchenpod@gmail.com. Facebook, we're at A Mess in the Kitchen Pod, and Instagram is A Mess in the Kitchen. Anyway.
I forgot to mention Chuckles.
Chuckles. Are they a good one or a bad one?
They're amazing except for the black licorice one. So,
Yeah, that's not a thing I like.
sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, anyway.
I love those.
Roll the French burnt peanut bean footage.
Hi, my name is Kenny, and I can't find anything in my own refrigerator. Please help. Thank you.
Okay, that's my friend Kenny,
Mm-hmm.
which I think it's really funny, but I know exactly what he's talking about because I've seen his refrigerator.
Okay.
And his wife, like the two of us, likes sauces and spices and lots of vegetables, and it's just jammed.
And does all the shopping, I bet.
Yes. So, Kenny, I think what you need to talk to your housemates about is just kind of putting certain things in certain spots all the time.
Yeah,
that's what
zones. There
Yeah.
need to be zones.
Yeah. I mean, it only gets messed up when there's something you buy that's big.
Yeah. I know right now our we have the same problem at my house, and Josh is like, I can't find the ketchup. Middle shelf, left, all the way in the back, behind the mayo.
Yeah,
Of course
always.
I know where it is.
Right. I know. And that's my only advice on that one because that's a toughie.
Mm-hmm. Though I will say, now, this might sound mean-spirited, but I feel like this could also fall under the, if you don't buy the food and you don't cook the food, then you should STFU about not being able to find stuff in your fridge. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I do get it's frustrating to not be able to know where things are, but like, I mean, if it bothers you, you could just reorganize it.
Yeah, I like to do that no matter whose house I'm at. If it's not what I want or where I think it should be, I just move it.
I like that.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think and she shops by recipe. Like she's just a really good cook.
Yep.
So she's got so many ingredients all the time. But she also likes really good butter and then regular butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's got multiples of everything. So I can imagine that would be hard. One good thing they do have in their house is a separate refrigerator for beverages.
Oh, that would make a big difference.
So they have that, and it's still jammed. So first of all, I'd say you're lucky that she buys so much good stuff, but just pull things out and then put it back the way you want.
And then also,
Then you'll know where the pickles are.
yeah, also there is a thing where some people are better lookers.
Mm-hmm. And nobody's kids are good at looking for anything.
No.
My husband isn't either.
No, my husband isn't either.
And it's always right where I said it was.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I have a feeling it was like that at my house when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then do you just inherit that trait from your mom? Is that how that works?
I don't know. My dad's a bad looker.
Yeah. Everyone in my family but me is a bad looker, except for my dog.
He's
pretty good at
everything.
it. He's pretty good at it.
Well,
yeah. Good question,
yeah,
though.
I agree. I know he was being kind of like snarky, but so are we. So
good question, though. I think you should sit down and have a conversation about where things should go so you can find it.
Have you thought of marriage counseling? Just kidding.
Joking, Kenny. Thanks for the question.
Yes, we appreciate it. Cookbook Club. We are doing our final recipe from the Defined Dish. Healthy and wholesome weeknight recipes from Alex Snodgrass. This week we did weeknight lamb bolognese.
Yes.
What'd you think? I think it was my pick. So
yeah, it was your pick. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the consistency of the lamb that I bought. And I think that maybe that was my only issue. I thought it was the easiest one that we've ever made, and it was so good.
Okay. Along those lines, I also super loved this recipe.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the final product goes, Josh was like, "This is delicious."
It was really good.
It was so good. So here's what the recipe was. First, you got 2 ounces of pancetta that you fried up in your, whatever your vessel you're cooking in. And then you added a half cup of carrots and onions and garlic.
Yeah, I did celery. So I cheated a little.
Yeah, well, it's not cheating.
Well, I improvised a little.
Yeah.
I just used the mirepoix stuff because I was running late.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, Trader Joe's, for that.
Yes,
and
mirepoix.
Same with pancetta. I got it there, and I used a little extra.
Yeah.
It was good.
And then you added, it called for 1.5 pounds of ground lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And so you cook that down for a while. Then you add a cup of red wine.
Mm-hmm.
And cook that for, 10 minutes. But you don't have to really be paying close attention.
Not at all. That's why I love
so
this.
You just walk away. And then they had you add 3.5 cups. Do you like how I remember all of this?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And you made it like a week ago.
No, I made it 2 days ago.
Oh, you sent me a picture before then, and I didn't take a picture again.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Don't worry, I took lots. So then it called for 3.5 cups of jarred marinara sauce.
Which one did you use?
I did use Rouse.
That's the one I used.
Okay, because
and
Rouse,
I wouldn't have bought it if you wouldn't have told me about it because I'm a snob about that kind of stuff.
It's good.
It is good. It tastes like restaurant sauce. I don't know what they do. But it tastes like restaurant sauce.
So then you cook it down for a while, and then I don't know when it's done. Top your noodles with that Parmesan, some fresh parsley.
Yeah,
I thought it was super delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I did not like about it. Okay, I think, and this is kind of my whole issue with this book in general, is I feel like the recipes aren't very thoughtful and they're sloppy.
Okay, you mean like she's just not going, she's going through the motions versus going through the steps?
No, I actually feel like this is why I would never do a cookbook. It's because I feel like I don't have I don't have great attention to detail.
Okay.
And maybe I'm not that good at explaining things, and I'm just an about-seas cook.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to be really super specific on stuff. Okay, what I didn't like about this recipe was it says it feeds 4 people. Okay, so I think this recipe feeds more like 6 to 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a lot of sauce.
And not we didn't the ratio of sauce to pasta was not good, which I don't care about because I like having leftovers. You can make pasta again. But it was $60 for me to make this recipe.
Yeah.
And then I looked up how much it would cost to have bolognese at Bar La Grassa, and it was like $4 more.
Yeah.
Okay, so nice restaurant. So my thought was, oh, and there was one other thing that I did not like, which is it calls for 3.5 cups of rouse. Okay, so a jar of rouse is 2.5 cups.
Yeah.
So then you have to buy 2 bottles of $10 sauce.
Well, you don't have to. You just chose to.
Well, I'm saying, though, if you follow the recipe,
right,
that's what you would be doing. So it would be $20 of pasta sauce. I didn't even do 1.5 pounds of the lamb, but the amount of lamb I bought was $18.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's super expensive. So the thing is, like, I thought it was super delicious, but if I had been making this recipe, I just would have made it 1 pound of lamb and then done whatever 1 jar of pasta was.
Right.
And then it would still have fed 6 people, but would have been like $15 less expensive to make, which I'll be honest, I'm not like the kind of person who's super price conscious when I'm out shopping and stuff. Like,
no, but for a pasta dish, that seems pretty pricey. That's so
is
funny.
super
I just
pricey.
wasn't paying attention to it at all.
Yeah. And so I just thought, like, especially if this is a weeknight, if this is like a special occasion recipe, okay. But it's a weeknight recipe. So I was like, well, what is really a weeknight recipe? What do I expect of it? I expect it to be like fast, easy, and not super expensive.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Like BLTs.
Correct.
That's weeknight.
Yeah. So I thought this recipe was like delicious, but I just thought like a little more thoughtfulness would have made it better.
And I'm not a huge fan on how she explains the ingredients / recipe.
Yeah.
I find with all of her recipes, I have to read through them a lot. I just realized when you were so detailed about yours, how I was just very not following the recipe.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked at the ingredients, but I wasn't really paying attention to the instruction. I was kind of just doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Which probably is not what I should have done. But I will say, I have to always go back and look a few times because like the one we were talking about last week, I don't remember what it was, but
the paella.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of explanation. And if you're first time making something like that,
because of the cauliflower
it's really hard.
rice. I was saying how I just wish she had said, this is how I do it. Also, another thing, the picture does not match what
I know.
the food looked like. There is no sauce on that picture.
Yeah, what I think she did with that is she put the sauce in, she put the pasta in, and then she mixed it together. Yeah. So like they do that a lot at some restaurants. It's never really on the top. But if you mix it, I still think it wouldn't look like this.
Yeah, I don't know. So
my sauce didn't look like that.
But I will for sure make this again. I will make it again. Probably.
Would you make it with a different meat?
I would maybe do like part of it would be like whatever we have.
Yeah. Like,
like a lot of, sometimes we'll have, first of all, we always have so much venison, which I don't know if venison would be very good in this because it's kind of dry.
Yeah.
Not fatty enough, but I would maybe mix venison with the lamb or mix that with pork
beef
or beef or whatever.
Yeah, ground pork would be good. I think in my Bolognese, I make it with different kinds of meat. I can't remember right now, but it's definitely pancetta. I think it's beef.
Yeah.
And one other thing. Maybe pork. Yeah.
Veal.
I know.
Veal feels like a weird thing I don't like to buy.
Yeah, I don't either. I just think about those tiny cows. No, thanks.
No, that's how I feel about lamb a little bit, but then I'm like, it's delicious though.
It is good. So I have to agree with you there. Yeah.
So this is our 5th recipe from this book. How would you rate this book on a scale of 1 to 5? 5 being fireworks.
I would say 3.
Okay.
2.5, 3.
Yeah.
All of them looked really pretty. For the most part, they were pretty simple. There just wasn't great explanation on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So this to me seems like a beginner's cookbook. I think it seems like that's the vibe of like if you want to start cooking more healthy, eating more Whole30, like here's some good recipes. Like simplicity seemed to be a theme.
Yes.
You kind of just had to pay more attention than I wanted to.
Yes. Actually, what's funny is I also would rate this a 2.5 out of 5. And it's kind of for those same reasons where I feel like this book is good for a cook like me who already kind of knows what they're doing. Mm-hmm. But it's sort of not portrayed as a book that's like, this seems like it should be more of a beginner's cookbook, but it's just.
Yeah, maybe it isn't.
Like if I follow and a lot of times I still think if I follow the recipes to the letter, there's mistakes in it. And I just don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. But
I'm with you.
But in general, there's a lot of good ideas in here, a lot of flavors that I'm kind of into. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay.
At 50%.
Yeah.
That's
that
what
sounds
we're,
bad,
right?
doesn't it?
50%.
So
Some good, some bad.
yes.
I don't know. Would I buy this again?
Well, you don't need to because you already have it.
True. And to be
I
fair,
love-
I
and her-
haven't looked through all of them.
Yeah.
Really
I do.
haven't.
I like her blog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
I don't
follow
know.
her.
Well, that's fine. Okay. So next cookbook club selection I also picked.
All right.
And it's the latest book from Ina Garten, The Barefoot Contessa, Modern Comfort Food.
Yes.
And the reason I picked it was just because it's her latest cookbook. And I actually I don't know if I've ever made one of her recipes.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't made a ton. I have the cookbooks. I'm just going to say it before we start.
Mm-hmm.
I've never made a bad one.
Okay.
No.
This is kind of how I was feeling about picking this. To me, like, okay, so I'm probably like talking too much, but I don't care right now because she's a Food Network person. Was a Food Network person. So because working, when we worked together for Andrew Zimmer, I felt like we were always meeting a lot of Food Network people.
Yes.
So I kind of like on purpose didn't pay attention or watch any of the shows because I didn't want to like fangirl about people.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So I never.
But she's not like that.
No, I know. So I just never really got to I didn't go there very often with, I don't know, my TV watching, my recipe picking. But I have heard lots of good things about her. And she seems like I kind of wish she was my aunt.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine the presents she would give?
Oh, she's like so classy seeming.
That's why I love her. Like, I loved that show, and I do not have the personality to watch that show.
Yeah.
It's so calm.
Soothing.
And she and Jeffrey just cook
I've seen a
and
couple.
have a cocktail on the veranda. I'm like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So it's a secret pleasure of mine. I love watching her.
Yeah.
Loved.
I've seen a couple.
I've never been to her places, or I've never done anything like that. Like, I'm not a girl fan. What'd you say? Fangirl. Or like, you know how a lot of people are about Chip and Joanna Gaines?
Yeah.
There were a lot of people that were like that with with her. And I just think like she just does her cookbooks right. Like I said, I've not cooked a ton of her stuff, but everything I have has been really good.
Yeah. Well, and one thing, I did a little stroll through this book. And okay, so first of all, let's be clear. Like, is she developing all of these recipes on her own? She could be, but probably not. She probably has like a really super talented team.
Yeah. Kind of like Martha.
Yes, kind of like Martha. But when I was going through there's a lot of like borrowed recipes from people, or like this was inspired by so-and-so, or this is a version of like Sarah Kiefer's, those like chocolate chip cookies that you bang.
Yummy. Those are good.
But there's a lot of that. So in my mind, I was like, ooh, this is sort of, to me, feels like a modern take on the church recipe book, or like your family recipe book. But if the matriarch of your family was Ina Garten.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So
let's make milk chocolate Oreo ice cream.
Okay.
That's on page 191. I don't think we need an ice cream maker. Hold on. Nope. Chocolate, vanilla, cognac, brandy. Milk. No, I think we can do it. It doesn't say. I feel like it would say we had to.
I think.
So this says, shall I read the description?
Sure.
She must have a little description, like
yes,
kind of like all my candy descriptions. Okay. There's such a good ice cream available now that's rarely worth making your own. This is one of those exceptions. I started with David Leibowitz. You're right.
Oh, yeah. See?
So she borrowed from him. Remember him?
Yep.
Weirdo. Anyway, milk chocolate ice cream in his wonderful book, The Perfect Scoop, which we both have.
Yes.
And went on from there. OMG. I actually had to hide this from myself in the back of my freezer so I wouldn't keep eating it all day.
All right.
Okay. Everyone
Auntie
in my
Ina.
family is lactose intolerant, so this is all for me.
Great. I'm
so
like the only one in
excited.
my family that might be lactose intolerant, but I still eat ice cream on occasion.
So I am really intrigued by making homemade ice cream without.
I've never done it.
So we used to do it when I was a kid, but with the crank and the salt.
Yeah.
You ever see those old fashioned
Yeah.
things? So, but I know there's so many gadgets now, but I am intrigued by making homemade ice cream without one of those. So
Me too.
I really want to try this.
Okay, I'm excited. You know who's going to be so excited?
Beth.
Yes, and Josh Cat.
Oh, Willie?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
He could even have some of Prentice's because he won't eat it. But that's okay. I'm really excited. I don't ever make sweets, so this is going to be fun.
Okay, yay.
Okay, great.
Well, thanks everyone for listening. And this episode was all about sugar, basically.
Oh,
Well,
brought to you by
sugar.
what's a brand? I don't even know.
Domino? That's not even a thing anymore, is it?
I think it is. Is it Dole? I think it's Dole. No, those are
General Mills.
sure.
Pillsbury.
Bob's Red Mill.
Bob's Red Mill.
Pillsbury.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. All right.
Bye. Thank you for listening to A Mess in the Kitchen podcast. We're very impressed that you made it all the way to the end. You can learn more about our show at amessinthekitchen.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. A Mess in the Kitchen is a production of Matriarch Digital Media. Executive producer, Twyla Dang. Produced and edited by the lovely, wonderful Beth K. Gibbs. Production assistant, Mia Register. You can find more great podcasts from Matriarch Digital Media at matriarchdm.com. And until next time, here's to good enough cooking. Cheers.